What it do? What it do? Oh, I look short. Hold on. I mean, I am short. I just don't want to look short, right?
Lord Jesus.
I don't. I won't. I want. You know what? Somebody said to me when they met me in person. They said, "Hey, girl, I thought you was taller than you actually are." I was so proud. Oh my
Mm,
God!
mm,
Y'all
mm.
don't talk bad about me. I'm just saying. That girl said, "I thought you was taller." It's like in my mind, I am.
Mm.
Welcome to another episode of the Size Up. We are here. We're gonna get caught up. We're doing our hot topics. Wendy, this is my mama calling me, so I'm gonna let you kick it off. Please let me see what Vicky want. Can you start with you want to start with Mary Cosby?
Okay. So yes, so I've been watching the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and the good old Mary Cosby, the one that married her grandmother's second husband. So she married her step grandfather, who so happens to be Bill Cosby's cousin. I mean Bill Cosby's brother. The house is, according to sources, and I wish she would put the alleged button on there, but everything is alleged, okay? We have no money to give anyone. But it is rumored that Mary Cosby's house is in foreclosure. I saw this on Up and Adam 2.0. I think that's his second YouTube channel. And he showed the documents where the house was actually in foreclosure. So I'm like, okay, Mary, you talking about you want to invite certain people over your house because you want them to know that you didn't grow up poor and you're not poor. You're actually a rich person. So what's the meaning behind not paying your mortgage? Are you trying to get a lower rate? Or are you paying, are you living beyond your means, which is probably the latter?
How long have they had that house? Cause
Oh,
it's
they
not like she did what Jen did and upgraded. That's the same house. She just redecorates or whatever.
And
So
so
how
we
long has
don't
she
know
been
if
there?
they're trying to, how like some people go into foreclosure to get a better rate. Um, Maybe that's it.
It could be. It could be. That could be. That could be it. That could absolutely positively be it. Cause she's been in that house for a while.
Mhm.
Their money. I haven't heard about their church. I haven't seen them do any footage in the church as of late. But their money is you know still a little long from what I could tell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You giving people Tiffany stuff? Because did you see the last time when she had the little breakfast at Tiffany's? Her theme breakfast at Tiffany's.
Who was it? Mary?
Mary.
No, was that this past episode or this is
Mhm.
previous?
This past episode.
Okay. I did not because I got to see this past episode. I left off at their last little day at the vacation spot, and Mary trying to get her son and to talk to her. So I
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, with that.
It's weird. How
It's
y'all
like
feel?
this. If I got a friend who is gonna pay me a ticket to go on a trip,
Come here.
I will not be tripping on if it was not first class or if it was coach.
Right.
Bronwyn, let me be your friend, Bronwyn. Be my friend.
Well, first of all, I don't like how they dealing with Brownwood. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I don't like how they dealing with Brownwood at all. And I like that she's standing up for herself. I really like that.
And then her husband, he like, look, I ain't going.
Oh, let me tell you, is his name Tom? I love him.
Yes.
That man told them hey, if you're gonna keep up this noise on this trip, cause this ain't what I wanted, y'all can go. You find your own way home. We were nice enough and gracious enough to extend this invitation. What we not gonna do is this our anniversary trip. Y'all keep it pushing. I like that. They tried to talk about his her daughter's situation with the grandparents. He shut it down. Nope, we ain't doing it. So I'm not. I am perfectly okay with that right there. Like, nah, we're not doing it, sir. No, ma'am, we're not doing it. We're not going to do that. And I'm in total agreement with that. You know, let's not do it. So yeah, I feel like I do enjoy seeing him stand up. The husbands are a little rowdy this season too. Like they getting into it, you know. Um and normally they not in the midst of the women's mess, but I think Lisa started that
Mm-hmm.
and kind of baited Whitney's husband into um you know, being a part of drama and mess, and he became. I don't like Lisa. I mean, I was kind of on the table about. I don't like Lisa this season, and let me say this right now. And I was a diehard Heather fan. Mm-mm. Not it for me this season. So, but I hate to hear that about Mary. I really love Mary. Definitely.
Yeah, Heather looks like she's kind of jealous. I'm like, woman,
Help, Lord. Help, Jesus. Help, Lord.
there is no need for the jealousy.
Mm-mm. So, okay, so let's move on. I have not watched Potomac. I have not watched Married to Did you watch Married to Medicine?
I did watch Married to Medicine. They had like a Simone and Cecil had a little freaknik party for their 35th class reunion type thing because it was
Okay, I was
35
gonna say
years.
35th wedding anniversary.
And
Class
so
okay.
girl, it was a hot mess. Heavily, of course, is always gonna be a hot mess.
Of
Make
course.
sure you put the alleged button up there too. So
Oh, thank you
um
for reminding me. All commentary is alleged.
we ain't got no
Okay.
money around her.
Huh?
I said we ain't got no money around her.
We don't. You sue us, she'll just be practicing for the real thing because we ain't got it. Um, okay. So I guess I'm gonna get caught up on that maybe tonight or tomorrow. Um, so Megan Good and Jonathan Majors are married.
Are married or
I'm
engaged?
sorry, engaged. Engaged. I said married. I'm putting it out there. They are engaged. Additionally, his accuser, uh, some some reports are reporting that she dropped the lawsuit. Some are saying that he settled out of court. Don't know what is true and what is not. Um,
I hope for him that he gets back with his career.
well, he's been working, for my understanding, so he has been working. It ain't a Disney check, but it's a check nevertheless. And I really hate that. You know, I don't have a problem with interracial love at all, but I feel like that whole situation was baiting and a setup. Because how you got recordings of this man having an argument with you, you know, it's just all of it just kind of seemed real. So by no means is anybody to put their hands on anybody, but you know, even with the video footage that we saw, she was chasing after him and going after him and all of that crazy stuff. So I just feel like
You get what
um
you asked for.
yeah, so I really hope I know Megan did an interview and was saying that she hated that people thought that their relationship was like a PR stunt. Um I ain't gonna lie, Megan. I kind of did too. I ain't gonna lie to you or hold you. I
He
kind of
said
did too.
he wanted his Coretta Scott King. He wanted his
And all of a sudden, you got Coretta
Michelle.
Scott King. My thing was because I know he doesn't particularly care to date us. My whole thing was I hope he wasn't using that to get past the court stuff and then dropped her for a snow bunny. That was my thought process. Because his I think the mother of his child is of a different ethnicity. She's not white, but she's a different ethnicity.
So he
Uh,
do have a child.
yeah, he has a daughter. He has a daughter.
Okay.
He has a daughter. He doesn't. He talks about her briefly. He doesn't talk about her whole lot. A lot of celebrities don't like to like put their kids in spotlights and stuff. So you've never seen him like take her to Disney movies and none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be the agreement between him and her mother. You know, I'm not sure because he signed up for that life. She didn't. So I understand that wholeheartedly. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I listen. I am 100% here for that secrecy or whatever. And then on top of that too, I wouldn't want everybody. I mean, people probably know that's her daddy, but I wouldn't be like, "Hey, that's my daddy," because then all of a sudden now, oh, my dad's in Disney, and then now all of a sudden my dad done got accused of being a woman. Like it just so to keep the baby out the spotlight, I think is best. Just my thought process on it. So hopefully he's done, and I hope he's back, able to get back to work. People fall from grace. I don't think that he is abusive.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that he had sometimes people can be abusive, and that's what they are, and that's what they do. Um, so sometimes that's a thing, and then sometimes people can not be that, and they could just have a shortcoming, or they could fall short. I had an argument and I hit a wall. Oh, that's abusive. No, I ain't hit you. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a gray area with that, but I hope and I pray that he does get back to where he needs to be. I really hate that they're in the process of recasting Kane, because he did an excellent job playing that character, because he's a phenomenal actor. So girl, did you watch the Tyson fight?
Girl, I thought that he was gonna win, but you know what? He $20 million richer, so he won.
He is $20 million. I'm gonna get. Let me tell you something. And Mike said this was his last, so I did not know. I read somewhere that Mike had some heart issues and stuff. And so this was gonna be like his very very last fight. He got his 20 mil. The other boy got. This is what I thought, and hear me out. I did not think that they were gonna let Mike Tyson win. I did not think they were gonna let Mike Tyson win because um they want that boy, young man, Jake Paul, wants to fight Canelo, who is like, what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing what you said. You
I didn't
didn't
think he
see
was
this.
gonna win. No, so Canelo is, I think they were setting him up to fight Canelo, because he wants to fight Canelo, and that's the whole thing. So I felt like they weren't gonna let Mike win for that reason. I feel like he held back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Paul, this fight was a farce. Glad I was working and didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna let him win. I did not have good feel. I felt like, Mike Tyson. I'm sorry, I would be afraid. I would be very, very afraid to be in a ring with Mike Tyson. And we know what Tyson can do. And Tyson can throw punches like nobody. Still to this day, almost 60
Mm-hmm.
years old, he's still throwing punches. I do not feel like that man should have won that fight. That's all I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
say. But I think it was thrown. And it's fine. Tyson said, I got my 20 mil on top of whatever other millions that I made over my career. I'm good. And I'm cool with that. Do your thing. Um prayers are gonna go out. I do not, is it Matt? Is his name? Karen's
Mm.
guy. I forgot
Yeah.
his name. That's sad. Matt did pass. If y'all are familiar with Real Housewives of Potomac, he was, I don't know if he was Mr. Blue Eyes. Paul said he got 20 mil to lose it. He did. He got 20 mil to lose the fight.
Look, pay me 20 mil. I lose a fight. I lose a lot of fights.
Mm-hmm. He did pass. So prayers go out to his family and the Real Housewives of Potomac family. Rest in peace. Who is a housewife though? You're a house son. That's what you are. Oh my God, my child. Okay. So So shout out to, and then we are praying for Pastor TD Jakes.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he had cardiac arrest during his sermon in church. He's been in the hospital. Um, I don't have anybody heard word on what's going on. Do we have an update?
He's just in a stable condition.
Okay, so they got him stabilized. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to send prayers now. I know it's been a lot of controversy about, him and Diddy and their relationship and that sort of thing. And I think a lot of people have guilt by association with that situation. Now, I don't put nothing past nobody because Hollywood is weird. But yeah, I Paul said he watched it yesterday. It was troubling. I don't want to watch it. If people been sharing the video, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. Like, no, I don't want to see that at all. But I do hope he gets better. I'm praying for his family in the church.
I'm laughing at your son. He said, "Give me 20 million. I'm quitting the fights before they
You
start."
have to get in the ring before they pay you, sir.
Your son gonna end up looking like Martin.
I was telling somebody about that, and they was looking at me like I was crying. I said, "Y'all remember that episode of Martin?" Okay, you're an E member. Okay, I wouldn't have been an E member that day. I would not have been comfortable with that at all. So prayers are going out to him. What else I said we were talking about? Jesus, wait a minute. I know that it's live. Can I get my topics? Okay. Did you watch Tyler on Dear Future Wifey?
I saw some of it. I couldn't stomach it.
Tell me why you couldn't stomach it. I'm gonna finish watching it because I want thoughts.
Because I know good dang well you was part of their kids, those children' lives.
He got pictures with them.
So
I was all over his social media.
I was just really, really, I was feeling for those kids and the dismissiveness. He was like, he kept saying he was a donor and stuff like that. No, you was actually in these kids' lives.
In their lives.
And you can say, yeah, but the kids didn't ask to be here. The kids don't deserve all of this. Then stop banking on the kids, because right now that's what you're doing.
It was your storyline, and you're running with it. The girl wouldn't have even said anything, but you continue. And so the text messages that she showed, and if y'all aren't familiar with Tyler, Tyler is from Love is Blind. This past season of Love is Blind, we found one of the couples that got married, Tyler, and is her name Ashley? Is it Ashley?
Hold on.
Ashley,
yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm talking about the other girl with Timothy.
Nah, it's Ashley. Okay. Her name was Alex.
Okay. I knew. Okay.
Love is Blind. Tyler and Ashley got married, and then the Asian girl and Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come to me. I know her name. It's just not at the tip of my tongue right now. They were Taylor and Garrett. Okay, which they're cute. You don't know these people, but you're gonna stick around, buddy. Okay, so and so Tyler, I'm not studying him. Tyler, and Ashley got married, but during their time, while they were temporarily living together, because they have to live together when they come back from their couple's vacation after the engagement, Ashley had her family and friends kind of do a deep dive into Tyler, because they couldn't have their phones while they were in the pause, or even while they were on vacation, they couldn't have their phones, right?
Right.
They didn't get their phones till they got back to back to the DC area. So she had her family and her friends do a deep dive, and y'all know if y'all talking to somebody, y'all try to get the tea, y'all try to get the 411. So if people know that person that you're dating, or they may know, you can have them do that. And some of y'all be getting fake pages to go spy and all that stuff, but that's neither here nor there. So they did, and they found all these pictures plastered of him with these kids, different holidays, different points in times of their life. So he told her that he was a donor, he was a sperm donor, and initially that was what he was. to the first baby because they also have a set of twins.
Mhm.
So the first baby, he has a best friend named Bry, who is a lesbian, and she was married at the time to her wife, and they wanted to have a child, so he donated sperm to that. Okay, I don't know how we got the Brandy and the Leah. Okay. I think they're both beautiful, but okay, go off. Uh so um Bride talked about how he was a donor at first, but then she and her wife were getting a divorce and the wife lived across country. So it was gonna
Mhm.
be kind of hard for them to raise a child together. The wife had filed a petition for full custody.
Mhm.
That didn't work out. That didn't work out in her favor. The baby stayed with Bride. So Tyler decided that he was going to step up to the plate and be a part of the child's life. As a result of him being around Bride all the time, they actually conceived the child naturally, not through donorship, but naturally laid down together and conceived a set of twins. He was still there, and then all of a sudden, even up until he left to go film Love Is Blind, he was there in the kids' lives, and then all of a sudden, you're in Love Is Blind, and here we are.
Mhm.
Not once did he mention to Ashley while they were in the pods getting to know each other that he had kids or he fathered kids. And
Mhm.
then when they had the conversation, she found out the donor thing, and she was like, "Well, you lied to me." He was like, "Well, I didn't really lie, but you did." So she still decided to marry him. And now they're talking like every podcast they go on, they're having these conversations. So the young man that is the dear future wifey guy, I don't know his name in real life.
I know what you're talking about though.
I watched a lot of his content. He
I
didn't want to do the episode with Tyler, but a lot of people
Well, see
they
what he did was he did not accept the money from Netflix, because if he would have accepted the money from Netflix to do the interview, he would have to go with their lines of questioning where it would go to their narrative where Tyler does not seem like the bad guy.
so Netflix is paying the podcasters to have that's interesting. That
Mm-hmm.
makes me feel a different way about the show now.
Now, see, now, if you look at the Val files and stuff like that, just watch it.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think who is his name. But yeah, just watch it and you'll see how it is different. You will see how it's totally different
Okay.
because they pay for narrative. So because that's right there. Um, they're their hot couple. So
Right. I mean, it makes sense. You have to pay for the narrative, right? So
mhm.
it totally and completely makes sense, but it makes me feel a different way about the show. It makes me feel a totally different way about the show. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Well, the pies open up for Valentine's Day, so we'll see how that goes. Um, and I guess since everybody was like not gonna make it down the aisle, like everybody broke
And
up
they was like, no, Netflix was like, look, you need to let us know if y'all gonna make it down the aisle. So we
probably.
won't be spending all this money on a wedding.
Well,
And
I
you
mean,
say,
well, yeah, and the people say I don't, but you still they still tell you have to make the decision uh when you get up there. So it's a little crazy. Um, you see this fool. I don't know these folks, but Netflix can pay me. Need the cash. Christmas is coming. Netflix can pay you to pretend to be married to somebody. I
well,
don't.
you know what? If you want Netflix to pay you so much, they can pay. They pay people to watch shows and give their opinions.
I need that link. um. Okay. So that happened. And also Lisa Ray. Went on. I didn't watch Kiki Palmer either. Darn, I'm behind. Um. Lisa Ray went on Carlos King, and he did an interview.
Carlos. How
Carlos,
how what's that sweet tea be saying Carlos?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Um, he said I'd rather do that then. um, so I rock with Lisa Ray.
Mm.
I do. I don't care what nobody say. I rock with Diamond from Players Club. Do you understand what I'm saying? I rock with Lisa Ray. Lisa is real. I don't always agree with Lisa Ray because like when she got mad because she didn't know about the Brad and Judy, I didn't 100% agree with that situation. Like a lot of stuff is not about you, right?
Mhm.
It's not about you, right? Um, but I'm glad that they sorted through their stuff and they got it together, they got it right, whatever, whatever, whatever.
Mhm.
So I remember when Lisa went on to Wendy Williams back in the day. Diamond does got hands and she could shoot a gun. I remember when Lisa Ray went on the Wendy Williams show, and when she went on Wendy Williams, she talked about a friend of hers, and I don't know that she named her name at that point in time. Did she name her name? I don't think she named her name, but I remember she saying I had a friend, somebody that she thought that was like her homie,
Mhm.
that cheated with her husband, her then husband, who was the prime minister or whatever he was.
Of Trinidad of Tobago.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Um, and they hurt her. And she had the receipt. So here's the thing, y'all. If people got security, if somebody has that big of an office, right? They have surveillance on them. Lisa was a smart lady in that because she kept the footage and
Mhm.
sent the footage to the friend's then fiance, friend that I'm talking about. And let me tell you, I believe this. Nicole Murphy is a beautiful woman, but I believe it wholeheartedly because that stuff she did with Layla Rashawn's husband across the pond and thought wasn't nobody. There wasn't a kiss, girl. We saw that man was kissed up out. Why was you out of town with dudes? Y'all wasn't just meeting up for to hang
Mhm.
out. No.
Mhm.
So I kind of believe that happened. So, and that's why her and Michael Strahan didn't work out because, sis, you get surrounded.
I'm sorry. Michael Strahan, to me, he was fine. I had me a good crush on him.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, Michael Strahan with that little lisp. Him and Shannon Sharp
Mhm.
got the same lisp.
Mhm. See,
Yeah.
what? Look, let me clear my mind. Let me cleanse my mind with them thoughts, Father God, in Jesus' name.
Okay, then. Look at this boy. I'm tired of him. Paul, what's wrong with you, man? So yeah, I thought that was interesting. She said there were other friends, but that one particular friend who got on Wendy Williams and lied and said that she did not do it when the girl had receipts. And so she didn't say on Wendy Williams that she had receipts. I don't even think she named the girl's name,
Mhm.
but the girl told it on herself when she went on Wendy Williams. And she was like, nah, I didn't do that. She lying, blah, blah. You was at this girl bachelor party.
Mm, mm, mm,
You was at
mm,
her bachelor party.
mm, mm,
You was
mm.
at her bachelor party. And you did that. So, y'all, I respect Lisa Ray. Lisa said, hey man, I make money. Let me tell y'all what I don't like. And I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on Talk to Me Tuesdays. Make sure y'all tune in 7ish. I'm gonna have somebody. I need to find out from my co-host that he find out his schedule for tomorrow. I don't understand why when black women are adamant about being taken care of, it's a problem. But all the other races, their mothers and fathers raise them to be taken care of, and no, and it's not a problem. Their parents teach them to be taken care of, right? By whoever's
Mhm.
going to be their covering. And Paul, man, I forgot Michael Strahan had a collection.
And you know what? It may be Michael Strahan in that Michael Strahan suit from his next Michael and Strahan collection, man.
So I say that to say I have a problem with that because Lisa made her money. Um, and she is not interested in being with somebody that can't match her fly or exceed her fly. And I ain't got it's no problem with it. They were like, "Well, were you in love with your husband?" She said she wasn't in love with dude because it was a business arrangement. But and I think I don't necessarily say I don't necessarily think that she didn't. I think it was about appearances. And if I got this footage, somebody else can get this footage, and you're embarrassing me, then you're doing all this other crazy stuff. And now it's like, well, dude, what what? Why we get married? Yeah, I'm not doing him. I'm not doing this with him tonight. So that those things right there, those are the things that I thank you, son. Those are the things that I kind of have, I take issue with because if I'm even with Keke Palmer now, I did catch this. Um, Keke stated that she would rather date somebody who's not famous or doesn't exceed her income, which I think that's a recipe for disaster because I feel like in certain situations, and I'm like, you didn't learn from this last time. You want to be in control, and that man put his hands on you. Like, I think we deserve things that other people deserve. That's
And
all.
mostly men has that ego.
I will feed into your ego, but I need to be able to feed.
You know what I mean when it comes to women making more money than they do.
Right.
So,
Everybody can't be Stedman. Stedman is a one of one. What issues do you have with Keke, Paul? While we're on Keke, briefly, because I didn't watch the whole interview.
did she? Which interview was this?
She went on Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
She went on. Word on the curb is Cat is opening up the new year again. I was like, Cat, did you not get enough? But I want to know what your issues are with Keke. We're gonna briefly talk about these cabinet selections. Robert F. Kennedy. Is that the man's name? Robert F. Kennedy is in charge of what is he in charge of? You told me last night.
Human Health and Services.
He's in charge of human health and services.
So basically, the CDC, FDA. Yeah, I mean, I don't say FDA, but I know
you're not a doctor,
right?
I don't know what background you have in this field.
You got a worm in your brain.
This format does not have the capacity. We do have the capacity. I asked a question, answer it. Let's go. So what I took issue with, kind of, sort of, not really, because I played devil's advocate when Wendy and I were talking about this last night. The Matt Gaetz, whatever his name is, that was originally supposed to be
Attorney General.
First of all, Trump didn't want anybody to go through confirmation. Like, period. He wasn't for it. He didn't want it. Republicans said,
Mitch McConnell said nope. And you know what? This is now, I'm hoping, I'm having a glimmer of hope that there are some decent Republicans out there.
Just a glimmer?
Huh?
I said just a glimmer.
Just a glimmer.
There is no Secretary of Recess. Okay.
And so because a lot of the people that he's wanting, these other Republicans like, you crazy. They won't. They need to have background checks and everything.
So let's go back to Matt. So Matt, real quick, it came out that Matt had a relationship with an underage girl and took her across state lines. What I said to Wendy last night was that Matt could have been duped. Because in a lot of situations, y'all know the age-old story. You know, a girl can look young, right? But if a girl says I'm 18, or if a girl
You mean look older?
Look older. I'm saying look older. She could have said I'm 18 or I'm 20 or whatever. She could have had a fake ID. It's so many different variables that go along with that. And depending on the time that it was, if you like what you're looking at, you're gonna go for it. Now, if after the fact that he found out that she was underage and he continued to mess with her, that's a different ball game. But I think it's mighty funny how all of a sudden this man is getting ready to get nominated for an office, and then you come out and say, oh yeah, he slept with me when I was underage. We don't know. And the biggest crazy thing of it all, Linda McMahon, not of lunch, of education. Education that they're saying that they're going to get rid of the Department of Education. So with that thought, I'm going to suggest this Congress, if y'all vote to get rid of the Department of Education, my ask is just eradicate my student loan. Because what I'm paying them for at this point.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I bet not get a letter that says that my forgiveness has been reinstated.
I just want mine gone. So if y'all can go and take them away, if y'all get rid of the Department of Education, take my loans away. Take my loans away, so you not so you can use me, so I can use me. It's in my credit, so it can be better, so I can do the things that I need to do and get a piece of this quote unquote American dream. That's all I'm saying. So I'm putting that out there because I feel like it needs to be said, right? No, what she's saying is she wants the forgiveness. She doesn't want them to backtrack and tell her now she got to pay these student loans.
Because I already been forgiven.
I have not.
I got that. I remember it was last year. It was right after. It was almost to the time where we needed to start paying again.
Mm-hmm.
And some told me, check your email. And I see Mohila. I said, oh Lord. And it says your student loans have been forgiven.
Praise God. I'm thankful and grateful for you. I'm glad for all of y'all. You know, I just want you to do it for me, Lord. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't want them. I don't want them no more. Take them off my records. Okay. I worked for the state for 4 years. That should count for something. I'm just saying. Go on and take it away. I got a golden ticket. Look, in my mind, my student loans are forgiven. That's all I'm gonna say. In my mind, see what I did there?
Well, keep manifesting.
I'm gonna keep putting it out there. I'm waiting on my letter on my email real soon. So yeah, this is an ish show. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down on it. It's an ish show. It's a mess. To say the least. I am not. I'm okay. I'm gonna get over it. Heather Headley wants her check. What? Heather Headley wants what check? What are you talking about? So I just want my student loans. If you're going to take that away, and I know why they're doing it. So why they're doing it is because they're trying to push the voucher program. What you doing? Okay. They're trying to push the voucher program and trying to take dollars away from public education. So I get that.
And then they want to get rid of the IEP. for those that have special needs.
What are they gonna do with those kids?
Those special needs with the IEP, they want to get rid of that program. I'm like, you trying to get rid of the programs of special needs? And like the children that are autistic.
There's a special place in hell for y'all. No, in my mind that I was talking about is the Temptations, you know.
In my mind.
That's where I was going with that.
Christ.
That's where I was going because the holidays in my mind. So yeah, I just feel like if you're gonna do certain things, like do it all, get rid of it all. Let my loans be free. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't gonna get the money. I promise. I don't care how much money I make in my lifetime.
So, question:
unless I have a rich uncle that leave me the money to take care of my student loans, y'all ain't get it because I ain't got it. Okay, real talk. Real talk, dog. Okay, go ahead. Question. I may have.
Okay, no, I'll talk about it later. Are we gonna talk more about the appointees?
We got some more.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Those were the ones that stood out.
Okay, so did you hear about the financial problems that TSU is having?
Yeah, I did hear about that. This is why I had the stance that I took about the Southern Heritage Classic. Because no HBCU should be playing games for kibbles and bits. I don't care who you are. I don't care about tradition. Our schools are suffering behind the scenes. They have a huge housing problem right now at TSU.
No, I was just on TikTok, and this woman was on there telling us how her son got his 4-year his full ride been taken.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a refund check last school year.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, oh, that was an error. You shouldn't have gotten a refund. So now you owe us this money.
Let me say this right now. And I'm going to say this again for the people in the back. And they got to go to Montana. That ain't cheap. I don't care. So let me say this. And I'm going to explain this to you again. Business 101. So Jackson State and Tennessee State, they're about the same amount of miles to travel back and forth. It might be off by a couple of miles, but for the most part, it takes you technically 3 hours to get there and back. Okay. They have the band, they have the football team, the football staff, they have the SGA, they have whatever other school officials that travel for that game. All of that costs money. The school, and I don't know if they've upped the money with UAPB playing this past year, these past couple of years. They pay each school, and they just got a raise. Okay, $300,000. The last time Jackson State played, they got $300,000. The band got $50,000. The band just started getting paid to come to the game. Okay, they take care of the food, the lodging, the travel. They gotta have hotel rooms where they're gonna stay. Y'all might get them at a discounted price, but it still costs money. Mm-hmm. It ain't cheap. So for them to bring their bands, because you want the band, the cheerleaders, the majorettes, the flag people, or whatever you got, whoever you got as a part of that, the PT, all of that costs money. So when I hear stories about our HBCUs struggling, I have a problem with that. No, Howard didn't cover it all. Typically, when we're playing, if it was a classic, Paul, they got paid to do that. if it was a classic, but it was Howard's homecoming. So I don't know. I can't tell you. And I think that are they in the same division? I can't remember because I know TSU plays in a totally different division than we do. So what I'm saying is this it costs money. It's not cheap. Girl, I can't see you. You like a ghost. Casper. It costs money.
It does.
So when we're talking about tradition and this and that and the third and the fourth and the fifth, I don't care nothing about tradition. No, UAPB fans are not traveling from Pine Bluff to come up here to watch the football game. It's not happening. JSU has a pretty large alumni chapter here. We have a lot of alumni that live here. TSU, the same thing, right? So it's not, we got to be wise about the decisions that we're making. What I know about events and events being planned, I know that you get sponsors. That money don't come out your pocket. You ain't put, if you might have put up money before when you first started, but now you have big sponsors like FedEx and the cell phone companies and they're giving millions of dollars for you to have this entire event that's circled around this week, and you making money. The concert, the fashion shows, the coaches' lunch, that's people got to pay to that stuff. You ain't letting nobody come in there for free. So what I know is OVC, yeah, I see that they do. We don't have Prime anymore. So they have Eddie George still. So I understand that. But we're still on ESPN. And here's the other thing is it's not enough. The other aspect of that is that the way Deion left, I didn't like it. And I knew he wasn't going to stay. As a matter of fact, rumors are swirling that he about to go to the NFL because one of them children is getting drafted to the NFL real soon. And rumors are swirling that they making a move for him for NFL coaching position. That's the word on the curb in the street. And I about believe it because guess what happened when they were doing the rumors? He kept saying no. And it kind of remind me of Calipari. I'm sorry.
You done opened up that room.
I done opened up that room. Hold on. Let me close it back up real quick. Let me sew it back up together.
Because Calipari can kiss my butt.
So what I'm saying is although a lot of what Deion did was self-serving, right? A lot of what he did was self-serving, in my opinion. What he did do is those babies' names are on the back of their jerseys. That has not been the case in the SWAC division, at least. I'm not sure about the other divisions of football, but the SWAC, them babies couldn't have their names on their back, and they meant the entire SWAC conference have I can't just say player number 7. I can say Davis out there kicking butt, or oh my God, Jones, you done pissed me off. I can do that now. We couldn't do that before. Yeah, that's fine. You can have a different opinion. We still feel how we feel, and you ain't gonna be able to change that, okay? So I have a different. I understand what Deion came to do, and a lot of the things that he did it for the good. Now he did some negative things too. Don't get me wrong, but that's why Jackson State walked away from the game. So y'all, the conference y'all was the thing y'all was playing for got canceled. It did, but guess what? We know our worth. Y'all want us back because UAPB still ain't sell out your stadium. Your tailgate still ain't what it, baby. Let me tell you something. Around the Southern Heritage Classic, I could drive around the fairground. I was like, is the Southern Heritage Classic today? It wasn't no crowded situation like it normally is with Jackson State and Tennessee State. But my thing is, pay them more money. This is not the beginning. You've been doing this for 30 plus years. Pay them more money, and then we can come back on to the table. Period. TSU should not be struggling as a HBCU. They got Eddie George as their coach. They're 9-2 this season. They did that thing. It's not an ESPN event, but they were on BET. He needs to negotiate to have them on ESPN. He absolutely does. The majority of the SWAC conference games are on one of the ESPN channels, not the big one, probably the 2 or the 3, but we done made it. Look, mama, we made it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The OVC games, you're seeing a lot more of that now than you did prior to Prime coming in and saying
Mm-hmm.
they deserve the same respect. They play just as hard, if not harder, than the big conference schools. So Fred need to figure out a way to make it do what it do. He ain't gonna get ESPN to the table though if he don't have Jackson State. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not gonna happen, which means he's going to have to pay. Period. It's a nuanced conversation, but what I'm saying to you is in order for him to get ESPN, he's going to have to get a school that's gonna put butts in the seat. They not finna show no game on ESPN where it's not a crowd. I don't care what you say. In order to get ESPN to the table, that's what's gonna have to happen. Period. 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 It's on Fred, absolutely. It absolutely. I agree. So TSU shouldn't be
I just
struggling.
think it's just sad that they really are literally out of money.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, what in the world are you doing? I mean, like whoever's misappropriating the funds, they need to go to jail for real.
I think they're gonna find that. But additionally, we can't be out here doing things for kibbles and bits either. We can't. None of the PWIs are doing things for kibbles and bits. They're not doing it. When they go play these big conference games, these classics, these bowls, they get money. They get money. So they can put back into their programs or put back into their university or both. Not only do they get money, the alumni supports wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
One day I want to get to the point where they name a building after me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. I ain't there yet. Working on a master plan. Okay. But what we need to do is be intentional. And so even if you're not an alumni of an HBCU, you can donate to that HBCU.
Tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
Who does Jalen want to play football for?
Jalen wants to play football for LSU. LSU is his favorite college football team. He likes Jackson State, but Jalen has a plan for his life. And my job as his parent is to help him find that plan. Now, I did also tell Jalen the House versus NCAA settlement is about to change all of that. The matrix is about to change again. Okay. You forbid, what, ain't you from New Orleans? Aren't you from Louisiana? No, you gonna have to come to the game with an LSU shirt on. Don't do that to the baby. That's his favorite football team, and we're gonna wrap up here soon. Mm-hmm. That's his favorite football team, and the baby want it. The baby gonna have what he want. I'm not gonna ever. None of my kids, like I got a whole bunch. I just have the 2. Whatever their dreams, goals, and aspirations are, my job as their parent is to make sure that they get to where they need to get to. Right? That's where I am in my life. So the child want to do computers. Okay, what we need to do to get you to where you need to be with computers. The other baby want to play football and want to major in business. I really think their face belongs on the Tizoob. I don't care what nobody say. And I ain't trying to toot my child's horn, but my baby's handsome. And he knows sports stats like nobody else's business. I know a lot of kids do that, but when he was a very little boy, he knew stats of players. And I'm like, wait a minute, how you know that? He studies the game of football. He knows the game of football. Son, you can make millions of dollars commentating. You can have your businesses. You can do that. That's what you want to do. So, one day, I really wish I had still went to law school. I tell people this all the time. A lot of people don't believe me. Well, hopefully Brian is gone by the time we get there. But if the boy get accepted to LSU, what I did tell him was whoever gives him the best offer, that's where he needs to go. I did say that because I don't have no money. However, I did say that. So it might not be LSU. LSU is his favorite football team. So that's who he wants, and Mama we're gonna make sure you get there. I really wish I had gone to law school because I wanted to be a sports entertainment attorney. Like at first, I was gonna do medical malpractice, and then I really didn't see many entertainment and sports attorneys, and I understood why, because we didn't have. I mean, we have entertainment, but we didn't have like big entertainment. We weren't Atlanta or New Orleans or New York or LA. So back then when I was in school, I was like, well, I want to do that. I love sports, basketball, football, baseball, all the sports, right? Love the sports. Not necessarily golf, but I would represent somebody who played golf. Like I was interested in doing that. So if I had gone to law school, that's what I was gonna practice. Now I might have had to relocate, and then when we got the Grizzlies, I could have came back, But that's what I wanted to do. That's always what I wanted to do. And now that I have a child that's into sports, it's like, wow, okay. I should have been Tasha Mack. I should have been the original Tasha Mack, minus all the toxic stuff.
Well, you can be the real life Tasha Mack.
The real life Tasha Mack. So I don't know. I don't know if I can find an online law school that can help me do what I need to do. I don't know. We'll talk about that at a later date. But that's what I wanted. I wanted that. And I wanted to be able to fight because I used to watch. Y'all remember Behind the Music? When the people get on there and say how they had to file for bankruptcy or they did this and blah, blah, blah. And, they went through all these changes, right? And they went through the changes and they still was struggling. Poor Lauryn Hill. I talked about Lauryn Hill at the Friendsgiving the other day. And I said, that is one of my favorite singles. I would never go see her live in concert again because I did it once and that girl had me waiting till midnight to see her. And she couldn't even play her original music because she was still caught up in the stuff where she didn't give her producers credit on her album. Yeah, so like situations like that, I can advise my client to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G so we wouldn't get airtight contracts. Things that we don't, or read the contract and break it down so they can understand. Hey, don't sign this deal because what they trying to do is this, that, and the third. Let's negotiate a better deal, right? The same with the athletes. They all have stories too. A lot of them have more tragic stories than a little bit. So, that's what I wanted to do. So, while I might still be able to be Tasha Mack, who knows? They're all the mamas in the NFL right now being sports agents. I don't know how they doing it, but they doing it. But that's what I wanted to do. But here I'm here as a mom and just pushing the kids to do what they need to do. Like, so if you got kids out there and they want to do some feed into their drink, I got a homegirl who's a comedian. And her daughter during the pandemic, her daughter got into sewing. And she might have been into sewing before then, but she really got into it because she was making masks. I supported her. I supported some other people that made masks. And I was really, really proud because this young lady, she's in high school, she's making these masks. I was like, oh my goodness, I wore my mask. Everybody that I bought the mask from, I wore them, right? And supported them. But the fact that girl said, let me take my money and let me pour into my daughter. And she online taking orders for her baby. Like, you gotta be there for you. You gotta support your kids, man. If your child want to be a singer and they good, get them some lessons, get them off into different things, put them up. And I see parents doing that, not from a standpoint of, not from a standpoint of, I want to live vicariously through my child, but from a standpoint of, I want my children to be successful and productive citizens in the world. And that's what I want.
And have better than what I had.
And have better than what I had. Absolutely. So Pour into your kids, even if it's somebody that you're mentoring. You might not be physically a parent, but if it's somebody that you're mentoring, make sure that you pour into those people, those little people, because they're our future. Right. The little one is in the ninth grade, Paul. We have 3 more years in high school, and then we're on our way to college. So we'll probably be looking at offers probably in another year for the college teens. Um, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So yeah, that's all we got tonight. We ain't got no more. I don't think we got any more. I didn't watch a lot of the reality shows. I did, watch a couple of the blogs, but I didn't watch everything that I was supposed to watch.
Now I did watch. Okay, so Real Housewives of New York.
I don't be watching them good.
When they did when they did the whole cast reboot, the last season was okay, but this season the ratings they're slipping. So I think the Real Housewives of New York is going to go to Real Housewives Heaven with DC.
Yeah, I didn't watch the first one, but I kind of knew of I don't really hear people talking about Real Housewives of New York. Like I don't hear them talking about it at all. I don't. Like
I said, we're just gonna be bereaved. On TikTok, it's this woman. This woman always telling her mama who didn't pass, and she was saying, "Hey, mama, we bereaved." She's like, "Who gone?" And she like, Frankie Beverly. Oh Lord! Oh, yeah. And then she would sing some of his songs. Oh, when she told him about Quincy Jones, and you know what? Shout out to Quincy Jones.
Shout out to Quincy.
He gave his kids $80 million?
$80 million apiece. $80 million apiece. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you don't do anything else, make sure you get a life insurance policy, especially if you got kids. Make sure you get a life insurance policy on yourself. Now he amassed that, that was his estate, and he had that set up and set to the side or whatever in the event something happened to him. But
that's $500 million.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And but, see, like, but this is what I'm talking about. Aaron Spelling, he was worth a lot of money. He didn't get his kids not even $1 million. His kids got
still equivalent to this day.
800,000.
Yeah.
And then you trip me out talking about, can you adopt me post-mortem?
I'm just saying, I just want to be adopted. I want $80 million. I'm just saying. But yeah, make sure, parents, make sure that you are.
Adopt me too.
Bye. Make sure that you are. Make sure that you get a life insurance policy on yourself, like, and build to it. And you can never have too much, because if you got kids, if you want to leave a legacy for your people,
we just ordinary.
Oh boy, hush! You want to leave something to your people. You want to you want those things to happen. Girl, don't laugh at him. You encourage him. I gotta set up my little section I gotta get a desk and everything in my room, because I can't keep doing this.
Show my comments.
I'm not.
Do it.
I'm not. My Kiki is she loved the first part of the 2-part music video she made about what women want. Loved the first one, but hated the second part with all the astrology foolishness. Oh, okay. Okay, well that's fine. So yeah, get some life insurance, man.
Get some life insurance.
Yeah. Get some life insurance. That's the easiest way that you can leave a legacy behind for your kids. And I know what we do, because Aaron Spelling did it. We just talked about it. We as parents get mad at our kids and don't leave nothing for them, because we mad for whatever reason. But I still say again, leave that legacy behind. Billy might have made you mad 15 years ago, but go on and make sure you got Billy straight and taken care of. And the younger you are and the healthier you are is the best time to get a policy. and get that put in place. So make sure y'all do that. And if y'all need some life insurance, get in my inbox, man. Okay. And I got you. I'll take care of you. All right. We're gonna get out of here because we still talking and I'm sleepy.
Yeah,
it's
me
past
too.
my bedtime. But make sure you guys are following us on Wendy. Tell them how they can follow you.
Okay, you can follow me on Facebook, Wendy Edinburgh Smith on Facebook, on Instagram. See, when you go through menopause, you have brain fog. It's VLux at 76. Then we have the good old the tickety tockety. Hold on, let me turn this down because I'm trying to get to my page so I can tell you it's at Wendy E. Smith 8. That is me, and then of course my Mary Kay page, which is www.marykay.com/WEDINGBOURGH.
All right. And y'all can reach me on Facebook at y'all can reach me on Facebook at Vickia's Faith More, at on all other social media platforms. Ha! He's so retarded. And also on all other social media platforms.
Well, it would not be Wendy Edinburgh Smith Strahan. I have to get rid of the Smith.
Oh, so you would keep the Edinburgh.
I would keep the Edinburgh, of course.
Okay. And y'all can reach us at the Size Up Official Podcast over on YouTube, the Size Up over on Facebook, and the Size Up 2102 on Instagram. We're finna get out of here. Yeah, Alonzo. I heard he got a woman, man. I heard he got a wife.
Who's Alonzo?
Laz Alonzo, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in love with him. Yeah. But I think he got a woman way over town. And let me tell y'all something. Aldous Hodge, let me tell you something. Move in real close. Dear Aldous Hodge, aka Alex Cross.
Oh, I heard about that.
Huh?
I heard about that.
First of all, Alex Cross, y'all watch Cross. It is very, very good. Okay. Also, Aldous Hodge. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. That man is fine. I don't care what nobody say. That man right there is fine. Okay?
I'm still in love with Shamar Moore. I'm sorry. I've been in love with Shamar Moore since 94.
So,
and Michael Strahan and Reggae J. Pond.
Oh, my God.
Reggae Jean Page.
Let's talk about, and we're going to get out here for real. Let me, real quick, what removed my crush from Shamar, and he's still fine, don't get me wrong, but removed my crush from Shamar was that wig that he had on his head in that Madea movie.
Well, see, you had to blame Tyler Perry for that.
Huh?
You got to blame Tyler Perry for that.
Kelly Rowland had said, "Hey,
but
Tyler,
you know what? He had the wig on. He had the wig on Young and the Restless."
Yeah, I can't. No, I'm good on that. You've been on the Aldous Hodge. So hold on, little known fact. Let me see what you know. Aldous Hodge was originally supposed to be Derwin on the game. The pilot episode was shot as a because Melanie was Joan's cousin, and Joan went to see a basketball game, and Aldous Hodge was Derwin, and Derwin was starting as a rookie on the basketball team, and they switched it to football. That's how diehard a fan I am of Aldous Hodge. Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna get out of here. Y'all have a beautiful evening. Let me go to bed. Bye. Oh, Lord, hold on. The end.